Good morning, Notts fans. It's Saturday morning. We haven't got a game today. Notts Freddo's first in the chat. But this has got to be the worst kept secret in Notts County's transfer dealings ever, I'm known, because it was leaked 2 to 3 days ago. Good morning, Ara. How you doing? Amber? Covered Ara? Ara's froze.
Hello.
Hello. So,
Hello.
what do you making of this? Hello?
Hello.
What are you making of the new signing?
Hello.
You just keep saying hello.
Quick. He's quick.
He is very quick.
From the highlights, he's quick. He can score goals. So
yeah, but they're different type of goals as well, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. Yeah.
They're not all the same. There's different. There's like a poacher's goal. It's like he has got some pace, and we don't have that pace in the side. It brings something different. But I ask you. Well, I put this to you earlier, didn't I? Are Dennis or Jack going to be able to keep up with his pace? Are the rest of the team going to be able to keep up with his pace? Because we do see when people do break down the wing, there's nobody in the box to pass it to.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to wait
Fredo,
what do you?
Not Fredo, what do you make of the signing as well? But he signed a 2.5-year contract with an option of a third. And I think it's really good business by the brothers, by the club. I think it gives us something totally different to what we have now. We have that static sort of slow build up, sort of like passing. And he just like seems to go for it.
Yeah. I mean, he talks well in his interview, don't he? Nothing.
He spoke really well. A lot of players' interviews is like they're just saying it, and it seemed like what he was saying he actually meant. So he started off at like Barwell after he come over from Cameroon at 16, I do believe, from reading from the club statement. Didn't play a lot of football out there. Come over, signed with I think like a youth team or something. And he was playing, and then he moved to Barwell, and then he got like loads of assists, loads of goals. And then he moved to Tamworth, and we all know, like, the Spurs FA Cup game that he played in Tamworth.
Yeah.
So, and they're all like, he's got lightning pace, he can cross the ball. But it does beg that question, have we got the other players to keep up with him?
Yeah, because if he can run all that way, and then there'll be no one in the box, and then what's the point? So,
but who would you say would make Jack? Good morning. Who would you say would make Wayne the team?
Probably Gordon, to be fair.
Gordon, because he can play both sides as well, so he's comfortable on both sides. Morning, Jack. You know what I mean? So it's one of them. I think it's a really good move. It's somewhat different. We've been crying out for something different rather than that persistent, like slow build up. He's not frightened of taking a player on. And I don't think the step up from like National League.
National League to League 2 is not, it's pretty much the same, isn't it?
Yeah. I'd say the National League is more physical.
Physical, yeah.
Than League, a bit more physical than League 2. Players get a little less protection. And do I think he will struggle with like the extra training, like training daily, like training most days, rather than like at Tamworth training a couple of days a week? I don't think he's going to struggle with that either.
No, I think he's a good fit.
Yeah, and as Notts&bolts says, I think we finally got a player who can help us get out of League 2. I totally agree, and I don't understand like from some of the comments that I've seen this morning, oh, well, it's a backward step. It's this, it's that. He's not a goalkeeper. No, he's not a goalkeeper. We probably need cover for a goalkeeper. What I found strange and really think about his interview, that he's friends with Harry Griffiths.
Yeah.
Which
I thought that, I was like, Yeah, because he talked about it in his interview. He was good friends with Griffiths, and they were talking a lot before he actually signed. So
Yeah. So
quite,
even though Griffiths isn't getting in the side, the starting 11, Griffiths must have gave him like saying, "Well, it's a good club." You know what I mean?
yeah. I mean, a lot of
But I
players do that when they sign to clubs, don't they? Say it's a big club. So, but I
well,
think he's honestly speaking the truth, and he looks a good signing.
he looks a good signing on paper, but I think this could be bigger than like the Langstaff deal. You know, when we signed Langstaff in the National League,
Yeah,
I just think there's something about him. You know how he was speaking and everything. And I know you can't like take everything from what you hear from a player and everything. I just think he's got that hunger and desire to
to
go
push on and move
somewhere.
forward.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and you could be talking way more than what we sold Langstaff for.
yeah. I mean, it does say undisclosed fee, but we're going to probably pay Tamworth a lot of money for him.
Yeah, and then there'll be a sell-on clause. I do think that he's going to be a fan's favourite very quickly. You know
He
what I
is,
mean?
yeah.
And I don't agree with this sentiment. Well, like you sign a player and then you look for the negative parts of that player, or you look for fans who say, "Oh, he's not very good." Because as all fans, we've had players before, and you see them and you're like, they don't really show anything in the team, and then they go somewhere else and they're like totally different player.
Yeah, they prove us wrong. Yeah,
But
they prove all of us wrong. So
I asked Harry this question, and we'll ask Notts fans this: who do you think goes out of the club in them sort of attacking midfield positions? So you've got Cerula, haven't you? You've got Gordon,
yeah,
you've got Bennett, you've got Joda. Who do you think? Whose place does he take? Because he can play on either side.
maybe, no, maybe he could play in that number 10 role. Maybe
Maybe in the number 10 role.
we don't know. Yeah, maybe he could play there.
But I just can't wait. I wish he was played today. You know what I mean? I wish he was played today. Will he be used as like this super sub to start off with? But he's been playing like 90 minutes, traded a couple of times a week. So I don't. Is he EFL ready, match fit? League Two isn't that different from the National League.
No, and we've seen it, for example.
Norburn. But would you say Norburn Freddie is an attacking midfielder? I'd say he's more of an holding
Norburn's like
guard
a
in
defensive
midfield.
midfielder. Yeah,
Yeah.
centre midfield.
So he could play either side, which Jody can play either side as well. Bennett more one side than the other. But I think could we see Gordon going out the door? I do think that midfield, even though like the centre two, like you got Robinson and Palmer were injured. I do think we are bloated in that midfield department.
Yeah. We'll just
maybe
have to wait and see
Gordon.
in days. So
we will do. And you know when he spoke about as well about being double marked.
Yeah.
Jody struggled, didn't he, with being like having
Double
two players on him. Yeah. Where he's saying, well, it's hard, but you can bring other people into the game. So he's got a good, say he never went through like an academy or out like that.
He's got a good understanding of the game.
Yeah, he's got a good understanding, because when he came over and he was playing, he'd defend, and he knows that defensive part of the game. He said that in his interview, that if Tamworth, if you don't defend, you don't play. So he understands that. And he says early when he started playing football over it, he'd just win it in the box and then just run. And if he lost it, he lost it. No one was bothered. But then when he moved to Barwell and everything else, he become more of a team player. And that's what you need. You need a team player, but you need him to be hungry as well.
Yeah.
And I think in that attacking midfield positions, not centre mid, the two centre ones, but in that there hasn't been enough competition for places.
No.
So like you've got Cerula, Gordon on one, on that side, and then you got Jody Bennett, the opposite side. Now you got this extra thing you can play on either side, but it's going to give you something totally different and ain't frightened of running at players.
Yeah, which I think that's someone that we need to create those extra options going forward and those extra chances of scoring more goals.
Yeah, and I wouldn't see the thing. Jody, I just think Jody's struggling from. I think it's confidence. It's not that he ain't a good player, and he's big. It's just confidence. He's had a couple of injuries. He had that bad one against Gillingham, didn't he? And then he came back. He got injured again. I just think it's more confidence with Jody.
Yeah, because I think he's
in
probably
my
scared
opinion.
of scared of getting an injury again or something. Because I think there's those that have done it.
But sometimes I think like, if you like expected something to happen, it's gonna happen. No matter if you like, you know what I mean. It's more likely to happen because you be too cautious. You know what I mean.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a tough one with Jody. So
yeah. But does he come straight into the side? Would you have him straight in the side? X-ray.
I mean,
Would you put him
if he's
straight in
ready,
the side?
if he's ready to go, then why not?
Well, you can't say he ain't ready to go, can you? Because he's been playing for Tamworth week in, week out. So it's not like we're buying somebody who's injured
Fresh.
or coming back from injury. The match fresh, the match fit. Whether the like League Two match fit, but then you go back to the argument again, or not argument. The figure is that the National League isn't too dissimilar to the top half of the National League. Ain't too dissimilar from like
The
League
bottom
Two.
half, new League Two, yeah, or top half, yeah.
Well, look at, like you said, look at Bromley. How Bromley are performing this season. You know what I mean?
Even Oldham, I would say, look at them.
Yeah,
I know
Oldham.
they're still not as good as Bromley are doing, but they're still up there fighting for obviously playoffs or finishing top 10.
And then you look how Barnet have equipped themselves in the EFL as well. And they're not doing too bad. You know what I mean? At all.
No.
Maybe Jody's time at Notts is over. It'd be, you know what? I'd rather him. I wouldn't like him to go like now. You know what I mean?
Maybe finish
a
the
transfer
season.
window. Finish the season
Maybe
and we got
finish season
promoted.
off and then see what he does after.
Like we got promoted and he gets that figure, then it's like more thinking that leaving it on an eye rather than like sort of like a plateau.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because he's sort of plateaued out at the minute. And Jody has. And I'm not criticising him. I like Jody. You know what I mean? But so excited. But when will Bradshaw get announced? This is the other one. When will Bradshaw?
No, I know. I mean, a lot of people are saying that he could come earlier this week or maybe even later on today. But we'll see.
Mean, the arrogant manager didn't deny it in his interview at all. No. You know what I mean? He didn't deny it.
And they're not signed a goalkeeper as well.
Yeah, they signed at one, aren't they? Yeah, so that's figure. So it's up to everybody knows that Belshaw is a Notts fan. His family live in the area. Everyone knows that. And you know that he'd wanted to play for Notts before. Yeah. So it could, you know what? I got a funny feeling we might. Will it be today? It could be. It could be like midday or something.
It could be today, and yeah, it could be. We have had two. Let me get the words out. We have had two players signed on the same day before, so says why not? We can do it now. So
yeah, I'm just expecting like one to go out. You know what I
mean? Maybe not. Maybe you have to wait and see.
He's going to Notts when they signed a goalkeeper. Their goalkeeper, they've signed one, haven't they? Because their manager was talking about it in their figure. He says, well, on like Belshaw, he was like, well, I don't want to like say too much or like put irons
give
in
too much away. And
you know what I mean? Yeah. So it'll be interesting. Is there anything else you want to talk about?
I mean, whether if he's going to be a good signing or not, who knows? Because he is getting to the last stage of his playing career, and he's 35. I know goalkeeper because he's playing up until 40 or whenever. So, what's going to happen to Roos then? That is the question.
Yeah. What is it, to push Roos, or is it to replace Roos and put him on the subs bench? Who knows that? I don't know. I don't know. We ain't got them answers. But Patterson's look at Roos at Chesterfield when that ball fumbled into the net from that corner.
That look.
You know what I mean? That look was priceless. That goes, you know, when we was played Bradford last season, and McGoldrick scored that cracking goal from outside the box in front of their cop.
Yeah.
In the second half, and Maynard shushing the Bradford fans. I'd say that look when after that goal went in for Patterson was like a million times better than shushing the Bradford fans.
Yeah.
I think
you can see how you probably see how angry he was, and you can see how angry he was when him saying it.
But how does that work? You know, like when you're a player, or say even at work or like in a football team, and it's like you're doing a job, and then somebody's comes in, and then you just
they do a better job than you.
Yeah. It's an interesting theory. How does that affect team morale? Because then you've got so Belshaw comes in, none of the defenders know him. Then they're playing with another goalkeeper, a new goalkeeper behind them.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So does that make you weaker for a couple of games while they're getting used to each other? Does that make you better? You know what I mean? Because in training, if you're doing the 11v11s in training, it's competitive to a certain point, but it's not match day, is it?
No, it's not the same feeling, yeah.
But let me know what you lot think. Don't forget to follow Ari on TikTok. His TikTok is the Magpie Moments. Mine is Notts County Forever until I change it, which is like a yearly thing or like 6 months. I decide what's a good name for this week.
Yeah.
Or the next 2 months. On his day, Roos is a good goalkeeper. So I don't think Roos would be sold. I don't think he'd be sold. He'd be kept as
probably a backup.
He might keep his number one position. Well, but you could see, if he made a terrible mistake and you've got that experienced goalkeeper on the bench, you could see Patterson subbing him off, I reckon.
Yeah.
Because this is another thing. Patterson don't really use all 5 of his subs up, does it?
No, not all the time.
I think I have a new TikTok. I'm going to add you to both. Thank you very much for it. Not Sfredo. So, any last moments and words you got to say?
I wish him well. Good luck to him.
I wish Bex very well as well. And hopefully, the game will be on against Crawley next Saturday. So, preview 7 o'clock Wednesday. You know what I mean? Match day preview.
I'm hoping so, because 3 weeks without football.
Would it be something like a month if we next week don't go ahead?
Yeah.
It'd be like a month. That's the last time we played. Near enough. I'm withdrawal. I've got withdrawal symptoms from not seeing Notts County play. Right, thanks for coming. Thanks for everybody who's commented. Thanks for everybody. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Ari's got his YouTube channel, Top of the Cop. Mine is Notts and Bolts. And we shall see you all Wednesday night, 7 p.m.